you ever meet someone and know that you've met them before and you can't quite place where you know them from and it just drives you crazy? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to tell you a story about what happened to me yesterday, and it might blow your mind as much as it blew our minds, so stay tuned. Hey my friends, Dina here, Thrifty Junker. So I am on my way to Louisville, the Ville. I don't know what I was doing, but I was on my phone and I seen a marketplace thing come up, and it was some vintage.
In 2 miles, take exit 5A onto Ralph Avenue toward Kentucky Route 1934 North.
Okay, vintage Legos. So she wanted $5 for them, and they were in like 3 different like totes, like, so yeah. So anyway, so $5. So I went ahead and she said no holds, and I said, well, I'll go ahead and pay for them. It's $5. And so I sent her the money, and she said, yeah, I have a bunch of other stuff out at the curb. And I'm like, okay, you know what that means. If it's free, it's for me. So she said, yeah, there was a lot of good stuff out there by the curb, and she said that most of the time nobody gets it unless she puts it on Marketplace. So she said, anything you want, you're welcome to. So I am headed there now to see what I can find and pick up. So I will check back with you here in a little bit when I get it. Okay guys, that was a trip. Let me tell you what happened. Oh my gosh. So I pull up to that house and I'm like, Deja Vu. I'm like, I've been here before. So I had picked up, gosh, it's been a few weeks back. I had gotten I had seen a curb alert on Facebook Marketplace, free curb alert. And I think you'll remember that video where I went through all the stuff that I got from that free curb alert. And this was the same house. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So anyway, so I go and I get these Legos. She had it in a bag for me on the front porch, and she came out. And she's like, I recognize you. And I'm like, yeah, I've been here before. I said, I came and got your stuff a few weeks back when you had a curb alert. And she's like, I thought I knew you or recognized you. So that was the first thing. And then we get to chit-chatting. I mean, it's hilarious how you can talk to somebody and you feel like you've known them your whole life because you have so much to talk about. Nuts, let me tell you. So we were just chit-chatting about, she resells too, and she like will do like dumpster diving. She will she goes to there's a place, it's like a bin store here, and she was telling me about that and showing me what she got. And so I was showing her how to look at stuff, scan barcodes on eBay and stuff like that. And I was teaching her about Linktree and all kinds of stuff. It was so cool. So you just never know who you're gonna meet. So come to find out, she's a truck driver. Okay, and so she had a bunch of stuff also that she had put out by the road again, and she's like, you know, go through it, whatever you want, take it. And I'm like, cool, you know, I gave her my card, that way if she goes through. So apparently all this stuff was her son's, and her son's no longer with us. I don't know what happened to him, but I could just tell it was hard for her to go through it, and she can only go through a little bit at a time. So So I gave her my card, and that way, if I told her, if you know, you go through more stuff and you want to get rid of more stuff, let me know. We talked about the ministries that I support and all that cool stuff. We talked about dumpster diving. We're gonna get together and go dumpster diving sometime. So fun stuff. So her name is Dana. Shout out to Dana. If you're watching this, Dana, I am so happy to meet you, and I can't wait for our adventures together. So anyway, just, you never know who God is going to put in your life, and it was just a trip. So come to find out, and I have not confirmed this yet, but I have a feeling I know why she recognizes me. I think I did her wellness exam for the company that she works for, because I've done wellness exams for that company, and I have a feeling that's where I know her from, and she knows my face. So as soon as I confirm that, I will let you know, because that is just by far crazy. Like, yeah, just a God moment, God wink, whatever you want to call it. Just pretty darn cool. Hey my friends, Dina here. So I'm back. It is the next day. So I did want to follow up on the craziness that happened yesterday. So I left Dana's house, and it clicked in my head that I thought I knew her from one of my wellness screenings from the job that I do outside of eBay. And sure enough, when I mentioned where she worked, it clicked with her too, and she was like, oh my God, do you draw blood? And I was like, yes, I do. And so I remembered her from the wellness events, because she was one of those people that was hard to get blood out of, and she was very nervous about it. And so I was the only one that could get her blood. So that's where I knew her from, and that's where she knew me from, and we just did not put it together while we were together. But we have... we chatted after that, and definitely was a God thing, and just an amazing story of how everything came full circle. Like, we were supposed to meet back up again. It was fate. It was crazy. So anyway, so this is some of the stuff that I got from Dana. I originally went there for some vintage Legos that were her son's, and so I'm going to show those here in a little bit. But she had some stuff out by the road again, and she's like, go through it. If you want anything, go ahead and take it, no worries. And so I did. And so I just kind of got everything out that's resellable. Everything else I'll probably donate. So I'm just going to kind of go through some of the stuff that I thought was maybe valuable and worth some money. So anyway, even though Dana also is a reseller, she struggled with reselling some of her son's stuff, just because of the emotions that came up with doing so, since he is now no longer with us. So that is why she is not selling some of the stuff. And she does a lot of Facebook Marketplace. She does some eBay and stuff. So yeah, so there was reasons behind why she was just giving this stuff up and not just selling it herself. So there were tons of CDs and discs in this stuff. Some of them were just recorded. A lot of them were stuff that I really didn't know anything about. A lot of Hindi music. I think that's how you pronounce that. Which I believe is like Indian, or so I don't know a lot about that. And a lot of it was just like discs like this that had been recorded. Some of it was actual discs, so I may put those all together and put them in a lot. I don't know if anyone's interested in that. It could be, who knows. So I did have just some CDs that I was going to go through. There was like some Celine Dion, some Mariah Carey. There was a Billy Blank's workout DVD. Just some random stuff. And then there was some Apache Indian Wild East music. So just some interesting stuff. And then of course she had some other CDs like J-Lo remixes and Booty Shaking Hips. So I may listen to those myself and just see if it's something I might want to listen to. So some Radio Disney. So just things like that. So without the cases, I don't know how much they'll be worth, but who knows. All right. So next, did find this little micro SD card. So I'm not sure how much those go for, but it is brand new in the plastic. So who knows. Found some little, these are little generic Legos, little building blocks in black, so I'm sure that'll go somewhere. Some ice pop makers, just some random stuff, and some of the stuff I'll probably just throw in my booth. And so anything that won't bring a lot on eBay, I'll just throw it in my booth. Just a little selfie stand thing, and I'm just throwing a lot of this stuff right back into the tote. These are Hoopster waste paper baskets, which are kind of cute, and they come with little backboards. So somehow you fit this little guy on here, and then you can throw your waste paper balls at it, and it's a game. So yeah, so pretty cool. So I don't know if there's something there, if there's an attachment or something that goes with it, probably. And it just attaches on those. So those are kind of cute. We've got, looks like a bunch of like school teacher stuff that you would hang up in your room. Dry erase pocket. This is some autumn stuff. This looks like Spanish, Espanol. Some winter weather. And some more, looks like some more Spanish stuff. So, just a bunch of teacher stuff. Here's a little vacuumer like thing for animal hair, I guess. You flip it up and clean it out. So we don't have an animal currently, but we have had animals. So I may try this out and see if it works. So this little guy, I looked it up with Google Lens, and it looks like it's just a toy from Walmart. I need to see if it works, but it's a remote control toy. And so this is something that might go in my booth for, I don't know, $5 or something. Here's a little inspirational writings book. So, got a bunch of hats. So this is an American Eagle hat. So kind of almost like a beach hat or just a cool hat. Some more of these little hats. Look like little golf hats. Another little golf hat. It's got like beans in it to keep it down. And I don't even know what brand this is. But and this looks like an umpire hat, doesn't it? Another black hat. Are they called derbies? This is a Field and Stream hat. It almost looks like leather, but it's like a silk. And it needs some cleaning up, but it does have this cool deer skull on the side. So it's kind of a neat hat. So that one might go for a little bit. This, the camera is not in here, but this was like a charger for an Olympus camera, and some of the cords. So that might be something I can sell for parts. Lots of other cords. just various things. There's a garment in here. I don't know how well that would go, but just some various cords that I might be able to use or sell. These are some Under Armour socks. They look brand new, and they say I will on them. I don't know what these are. If you know what these are, let me know. These are like little, I don't know what these are. Do you know what these are? There's a bunch of them. There's like 7 in here. I'm not quite sure what they are. They're just ought to be a hat. If you know what they are, drop a comment below, because I don't know. Here is a Bob Marley shirt. So it does have a little bit of a bleach stain on it and some maybe paint, but it is Bob Marley. It is not single stitch. So, but it's, I mean, the picture's in pretty good shape. Some men's sleeping pajama pants. Some Abercrombie & Fitch shorts. And just a few men's dress shirts for young men's. H&M, large. Yeah, looks like some large shirts. I'm not big on clothing, but it's free. This is an extra large Dickies, like jean shirt. Looks like for women. So, and then like I said, I got all these cords and stuff. And then this was, when I saw this, I thought, Nintendo DS. So this little case, it is a little dirty, but it might go for a little bit. Inside was My Secret World game. No Nintendo DS. But there was a couple of little styluses. And then there was these Nintendo DS earphones. Now, the foam is pretty deteriorated, so they would need some foam on them. So, I don't know if that's easily replaced, but I can always test this and see if these work. So, but that was in this DS case. Okay, so I kind of started digging through the Legos, and I remember she told me that they had a fire. So a lot of this is covered in soot from a fire. So I got out a few little things, but so here's like looks like a little camper. And I'm sure there's tons more little pieces in there. But this is like a little RV, which is adorable. So, I don't know if all these things have pieces, but just some other little cars with the little license plates. Looks like a little semi-truck, some kind of, almost looks like an army vehicle of some kind. There's a little pig head. This looks like it was supposed to be like an ice cream truck. Here's a little fire car truck. So yeah, just a bunch of different stuff. Like I said, a lot of it is covered in soot from a fire. So I really don't know how vintage it is. I need to ask her if she kind of knows how many years it might have been. But anyway, so these were the vintage Legos that I got, and I'll probably have to wash these up or just to disclose that they're covered in soot and let somebody else, whoever collects Legos, deal with that. But so anyway, so that's a bag, pretty much a bag of a bunch of little Legos and stuff. So So that's what I got from my friend Dana. And the most important thing is, and the most precious thing is that I got a new friend. I was reunited with someone who obviously remembered me for my ability to draw her blood, and I got to talk to her about reselling, and I think that we will have a fun time together if we do go dumpster diving and thrifting together. Maybe to the bin store. But so that's the most precious thing to me, is just having a new friend that loves the same things I do, and loves reselling, and getting things out of the trash and saving them from the garbage dump. So anyway, again, Dana, thank you for letting me go through your trash and your junk. I appreciate you so much, and I'm so thankful we made the connection on how we know each other. I hope you all enjoyed watching this little video and hearing this story. If you love reselling as much as we do, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. I gotta wash my hands. Make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. That way you get notified anytime I have a new video or I go live. I do have shows on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, and I usually feature a reseller or an entrepreneur on that show. So make sure to come and watch that with us. And just remember, one person's junk is another person's thrift haul. See you later.